Hi, this is Dr. Wade Binley in my home, in my kitchen, and I'm going to share with you some information that I think is very important for you to maintain and up-level your health as you shop at Costco. Now, I know that there's over 93 million members of Costco, and there are a lot of my patients and people who are interested in maintaining their health that shop at Costco that maybe don't know exactly what type of foods are best for them or what kind of products are best for them. So I am going to go through my Costco haul and see if I can relate this information to you as I go. Well, I think I'll divide it into two separate categories. One is snacks and the other one is smoothies. Yes, smoothies and snacks. I like snacks, and who doesn't like a cookie? So one of my greatest transformational advice that I can give people is to omit grains from their diet. So lots of snacks have grains, and in Costco there is a company that's called Simple Mills. Now Simple Mills says on their packet, and I just really like this, food has the power to transform how you feel to help you live your fullest life. At Simple Mills, we are passionate about harnessing that power. We select only simple whole food ingredients and nothing artificial ever. They're non-GMO, they're great. And this is a completely grain-free product cookie, and it's delicious. So Simple Meals for your snacks, for your kids or yourself. If you're a snacker like myself, I enjoy food. As a matter of fact, in a lifetime, the average person will probably eat about a ton of food per year of their life. So that's quite a bit of food. On the average person living 80 years eats 80 tons of food. So we need to make it. We need to make it good for ourselves. We need to make it available for us. And these big box stores like Costco are providing us with wonderful companies that actually can provide food for us to upregulate our health. Another snack that I like, and a lot of my patients ask me, what are you doing? You take me off grains, I can't eat this, I can't eat that. And most people really enjoy a good hearty bowl of granola. So Autumn's Gold, and I don't have any affiliation with Costco. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I just happen to shop there myself. Other places that I do shop, and a lot of my patient shops are farmers markets, local farms, as well as Whole Foods and Mothers. But granola is expensive. And this is a grain-free Angola, non-GMO product, and they do have other products out there as well, which I use in my kitchen and in my life that are completely organic. This is a non-GMO product, but it is not organic. But I like this one too. And you can find them at Costco. So rather than eating grains, you can find grain-free granola at Costco. Autumn's Gold. Very, very healthy and very delicious for you as well. Now, parents often ask me, well, what can I give my kids that has high energy content and it's healthy? So this is, I have 3 grandkids, and I enjoy feeding them well, and they love these guys. These are basically fruit bars made from whole, compressed, and dried fruit. Nothing added, no sugars added. It's just complete fruit, and it's all organic. And it says gluten-free on it as well, of course, because fruit does not have gluten. But this is a great, great product for kids. Little snack, little pick-me-up in the afternoon. You know, not as a mainstay, but just after a hard level of playing outdoors in the dirt, playing with the friends or in sports, a good little snack like this can help carry them through the rest of the day. Okay. I am a snacker. I like other snacks as well. Costco provides a variety of nuts, organic and inorganic, not organic, but non-GMO. And pistachios are great, almonds, walnuts, pecans. These nuts are high in nutrition and nutritional density as well as healthy fats. So I recommend as a snack food having a handful of nuts throughout the day when you're feeling your blood sugar lower and etc. Very, very good products. So Kirkland is actually very conscious of who they source their food from as well. One of my not so popular items that I choose for myself and recommend for others are sardines. Yeah, sardines are wonderful, a great source of calcium, omega fatty acids. These are all wild-caught sardines. Sardines don't live that long, so they don't have a tendency to accumulate a lot of poisons from the drain off from our earth, as well as not collecting metals, primarily mercury, which is in a lot of seafood. So I recommend these, and you can get some Simple Mills grain-free crackers as well. And you can make a little snack with these sardines and crackers from Simple Mills, which is basically almond, arrowroot, and some other nuts. Very, very good source of food for snacking, healthy omega fats, which about 80% of the population in the United States is deficient of essential fatty acids that we cannot make in our body that actually supply nutrients for our tissue cells, our brain, and tissue regeneration, as well as just general healing and reduction of inflammation. So here is that box of the product of the Simple Mills almond flour crackers, non-grain cracker. Recommend it. You get a lot for your money here compared to other stores. So I recommend Costco. Don't know the price of this one, but the other stores are probably close to 40 to 50, 70% more per volume of product. Okay, so let's move on to smoothies. I'm a big smoothie person. I have a salad every breakfast. A salad every day for breakfast, and usually another one sometime in the day. Costco has a variety of organic, fresh power greens, as well as lettuces, carrots, bell peppers, other organic products that are in the vegetable category, and all have a complete color of the rainbow, very, very essential for our health. And so I have a tendency to grow my own vegetables and find those at Mother's and Whole Foods and farmers markets as well. But when I'm in a pinch and maybe we're having guests over, or we're in a detoxification mode and I need some extra oomph for some more alkalizing foods, then I'll go for a container of whole greens that are organic and found in the Costco refrigerated vegetable and fruit produce refrigerator, which is a walk-in. When I put in my smoothies, I try to get about 20 to 25 different items in there, and I found that the blueberries are something that I actually do to help sweeten it up. Blueberries are very, very high in certain pigments that are polyphenolic, and that means that they actually help us reduce inflammation in our body, reduce oxidation, and they help our microbiome diversify as well. And plus, there's a lot of roughage in here, and it's good food for your bacteria as well as your nervous system and your immune system. So I like about a quarter cup or a half a cup of blueberries in a large smoothie. And the berry blend is actually my favorite. I like the berry blend as well. It has more variety than just one blueberry, but it is the same concept. It just provides diversity in food, and the more food and the variety of foods we have, the less tolerant we become to foods. So it's very important to understand that. Something that I promote in my practice is healthful immune and digestive health, because the gut itself is responsible for 70% of your immunity and 70 to 80% of your overall health. So we need to keep those bacteria diversifying and keep them robust and regrowing and helping us out throughout the day. Another great product here that I found to be a lifesaver for a lot of people who are too acidic and want to gradually and gently detoxify is just fresh-pressed organic lemon juice. There's a liter in here, and I think it's like $6. Amazing, and it's in a glass bottle, which is wonderful. It's called Italian Volcano, 100% organic lemon juice. 3 to 4 ounces of this in a smoothie will set you up for a wonderful day, as well as flavor. The tartness of the lemon is just fascinating when it comes to getting into smoothology. And I learned this from one of my patients recently. She's a very, very healthy individual who's really tried hard, and she's come across these smoothie recipes that she's experimented with for years. And she says, you ever just, she has her own orchard, so she adds limes and lemons to her smoothie. And I said, well, how much you put in? She says, oh, about 4 ounces. I go, 4 ounces? Wow, that's quite a bit. But then I began to try it myself, and I just really think it's a wonderful addition to a smoothie that might not be, it might be kind of grassy or bitter or herby, that it just kind of flattens out that herbal taste to it and allows you to have a great flavor throughout the day, and it's so stimulating for your brain, which promotes your digestive potential as well. So lemon juice is great for this, and it like I said, it just kind of flattens out all the maybe the more or less desirable influences of other flavors coming from your herbs that you might be wanting to add into those smoothies like myself. One other thing, I'm going to go to the refrigerator here and grab 2 juices, excuse me. Okay, this is a fabulous company. It's SUJA is a fresh-pressed organic juice company. No strings attached, global service that beats nothing. This is called the Mighty Dozen. It has apple, celery, cucumber, kale, collard greens, lemon, mint tea, ginger, spinach, spirulina, chlorella, and barley grass. Now, it's important to know that if you have wheatgrass and barley grass and ryegrass, all the grasses that and you're growing it yourself, you have to harvest it within 2 weeks. Otherwise, the gluten starts forming in the seeds, and you might get a little gluten in there. So make sure it's very, very young. Matter of fact, most of your vegetables, especially the leafy vegetables, have greater density and more growth hormone the younger that they are. So the smaller the leaf, the better the higher levels of growth hormone as well as nutrient density, because it's growing, right? That's one of the things that I do. And I'm also a proponent of celery juice. The celery juice is full of minerals and electrolytes, calcium, sodium in an organic way. So it has a variety of these types of elements to this that our body needs all the time, because we are wasting minerals throughout stress, throughout our exercises, throughout our life, and some of the foods that we consume as well. So I just love the celery juice. I put about 4 ounces of this in with about 4 ounces of the SUJA Mighty Dozen, and it's right there alone. We're getting at least 12 different vegetables. That's per smoothie, but then I'm going to cut the smoothie in half because I make it for my wife, right? So she needs to be healthy as well. Don't be stingy with this stuff. So sometimes I'll just make a whole big smoothie, about 32 ounces, and I'll take about 12 ounces in the morning as a starter of my meal, and then I'll drink the rest maybe after work or during work at lunchtime. So you can provide yourself nutrition throughout the day very simply with these variety of nutrients and products. So there's the smoothie recipes. We've gone through snacks, we've gone through smoothies, And now I'm going to get into a different category called miscellaneous Costco items that I enjoy. And there's a lot more out there, but something that I think is safe and healthy, and you're going to cut costs at Costco, right? And once again, I'm not affiliated with them. I'm not trying to promote Costco, but I just want to teach you how to promote your health in a way that only you can. And it starts in the kitchen. You know, every single nutrient that you put, everything you buy and you consume ends up being your cells. And we have 10,000 cells. And this type of food interacts with our microbiome, which include our bacteria, our yeasts, our parasites that help us, as well as our viruses. Now we've got all this COVID scare going on and everything, but you know, it's part of natural selection. And if you can get these symbiotic relationships activated through your food and your lifestyle, then you know this stuff isn't going to harm you like it does others that, you know, unfortunately are predisposed, having, you know, other type of comorbidities that are going to get them and unfortunately take their lives. So this is a big deal. It's not just not doing something that's practical for you. This can extend your life and you add life to your years as well. So now the next phase is going to be the miscellaneous category, just random items that I recommend that you can buy at Costco. Okay, miscellaneous items at Costco that Dr. Binley recommends. I love to make pancakes. I love to make pancakes for my grandkids, for my wife and my friends, and of course my family throughout the years. This is called Birch's Benders. It's a paleo, non-grain, which is paleo. Paleo doesn't include grains. Pancake mix. Very, very simple. You can do it as it's directed here. You can add your own other items to it. This is primarily just mixed with water, and you can consume that way. I like to add some eggs, maybe a little yam or some extra coconut oil or something like that for energy, as well as a banana. You can put plantains and bananas in there and make it a little bit more fluffy and more nutrient dense. But I love Birch's Benders. So sometimes on a relaxing weekend, I'll cook up some pancakes when my grandkids are around or my family's around. We have a big pancake party in the morning. It's excellent. It's a lot of fun. One of the things also that I do recommend is their wild-caught fish. They have quite a few of them. I go for the fishes that are line-caught and that don't have a tendency to live that long. This is mahi-mahi. It's also called a dorado. I live in Southern California, so you know we do catch our own fish, and some of it is mahi-mahi. So mahi-mahi grows about 20 pounds a year. So the largest mahi-mahi known has been about 80 to 90 pounds. So that's about a 4.5 to 5 year old fish. So the significance of that is that it doesn't collect a lot of poisons and toxins. You know, primarily mercury, right? It's a ravenous eater, and it grows fast. But the flesh is good, and it's clean. And I just recommend mahi-mahi. There's a variety of ways to prepare it, but if you're a fish eater, definitely recommend mahi-mahi from Costco. Fresh caught, vacuum sealed, right on the boat. One of my biggest influencers in general gut health is fermented foods. I have a tendency to go with fermented krauts, of course, so you can make a variety of different types of fermented foods and vegetables at home, but you know, for the price and for the volume of what you're getting here, wild brine organic sauerkraut is something that it's a mainstay in our house, and definitely a mainstay for those who have gut issues as well as just general health issues. And you find out that your microbiology in your gut is compromised or out of balance. Microbial imbalances are one of the 6 root causes of all diseases, lending to a variety of different conditions, autoimmune disease as well as cancer. So a little bit of this goes a long way in your life, right? So that's good. About a spoonful, maybe 2 to 3 times a day is all you need. You don't need a whole big plate of it. You just want to encourage the growth of the bacteria in your colon that are very strong and robust. So this here has the homes and its ecosystems all there because you're just not taking a supplement. I got nothing wrong with supplements, but if you get the home that created the diversity and the growth of the bacteria in the same bite, you might as well do it, right? A sidebar to that is I don't recommend the kombuchas. There's only one type of kombucha that I recommend, and that's a local person who makes a wonderful product. It's called Blessed Bucha. You can find that most likely online somewhere, but it's not at Costco. And we're going to keep to the script here with Costco. Other things, the variety of different marinades and salad dressings. This is called Chosen Fruits. This is a Paleo approved non-GMO salad dressing. Lemon and garlic. Another one is Primal Kitchen. This is definitely avocado. It's an avocado dressing, avocado ranch, a vegan product as well, and it has made from avocado oil, which is essential because a lot of these other products have a canola oil and other types of vegetable oils in which there's kind of a question mark on what it is, what's in there, right? And healthy oil and the stabilization of fats in our body are so important. So being careful and selective on your oils, what you put into your body is essential. Which brings us to olive oil. Now, olive oil, this is a California extra virgin olive oil, and it's organic. This is 100% olive oil. It's not diluted with any canola oil, any type of oils or vegetable oil as well. It comes from our state, California, which has some perfect climate for growing olives. I love this one. And the simple test to find out if you have a good olive oil, a great olive oil, is that you take a little bit of it and you swallow it, and if it kind of burns your throat a little bit and it's got that bitterness to it, then that's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for because it's full of wonderful antioxidants and polyphenols as well. So this is a great oil that does do that. A product that we do like occasionally is balsamic vinegar. This is an imported product. I love this stuff. I use it sparingly, but you can have it every once in a while. I'm not a big vinegar promoter, other than some of the apple cider vinegar products. Once again, Primal Kitchen is it's a label that they carry there. This is a mayonnaise. This does have avocado and organic eggs yolks, of course. This is not a vegan product, but it does supply a really, really healthy balance of nutrients as well as healthy oils in their organic. So, if I'm making a dish or making a sauce or something that I incorporate mayonnaise with, that I use this product. And I know a lot of your mothers and fathers out there that are making lunches for your children, it's important that they get foods that are kind of like mainstream foods, but the difference is that this stuff is healthy for you, right? You don't have that toxic residual or the other components to too much sugar or inflammatory foods within them. Almond butter, wonderful thing. The creamy or chunky, doesn't really matter. Kirkland organic creamy almond butter is something that we use. Once again, this is primarily for our grandkids when they come by. I don't consume a lot of almond butters. I just like the raw nuts myself, or I soak my nuts in water for a little while. It just breaks out the enzymes and gets the activation, so the digestion process begins even before you start chewing them. Let's see, as a substitute for dairy products, almond milk, they have coconut milk as well there. It is organic, and there are although there might be a couple gums in here, If you're gum sensitive, you can have a test for that. We run tests on gum sensitivity, whether it's creating an immune response or not. So if your health is super compromised, then that might be a test for you. But in the majority of times, a little bit of this on your granola or in a smoothie or just alone with your cookie or just alone by itself, it's a good product. It has a low glycemic index as well. Okay, so Himalayan pink salt. A lot of people ask me, well, I've got my water filtration system, I'm reverse osmosis, and now I'm concerned about being mineral deficient. So what I do is I recommend, an 1/8 of a teaspoon for granulated, crushed and powdered sea salt. Primarily, a Himalayan sea salt's great. There's other types out there, but at Costco you can get this stuff pretty cheap. And the wonderful thing about sea salt is it provides a lot of activated inorganic and organic minerals. So what it does, it gives you that distribution of the elements, micronutrients that are necessary, that are lost in the reverse osmosis process. So it's important to have. Plus, it's healthy. You can, for people who suffer from a lot of stress, have adrenal exhaustion, other conditions associated with overuse and overexercises, especially during the summer when we lose a lot of our mineral salts and elements, trace elements as well. We have a tendency to become depleted. So this is one that has 72 different types of nutrients in there. And last but not least, coconut oil. Of course, coconut oil has been really in fashion for quite a few years. People use it for energy. They use it for brain function as well as cleaning their teeth. So it's, as a reminder, oral health is extremely important, and the oil pulling through coconut oil is valuable. It actually has lauric acid in there. Lauric acid is a natural antiviral as well as antibacterial and fungal. And when we talk about having antivirals these days, it might be of value to you, to take a 1/4 teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon of this, wash it around in your mouth, keep it in there for 15 to 30 minutes, and then spit it down the toilet or out somewhere in the garden, and then wash your mouth out. So that's a real good cleaning thing, cleaning process for you. Organic coconut oil. Well, I think that's about does it. Covers all the bases. We went through snacks, we went through smoothies, and we went through miscellaneous products that I recommend from Costco. Thank you very much for listening. I hope this has been informative for you. It's something that I'd love to do is teach patients or teach people and just be a source of information for them. But when it comes to lifestyle is can be improved and can be adapted to from our environment, so that you use your lifestyle to do that and don't rely on drugs or medicine or surgery for basic things. You're going to get most of your traction and your momentum and health from what you consume. Like I said before, that over a lifetime, we're putting 80 tons of food in our bodies. And we want it to be good and clean. And if you can access this stuff at Costco, when I go to Costco, I don't see people doing this. I don't see a tenth in their shopping carts that I have here. And this is all I get. I get some other things that are safe and very, very helpful. So, I want you to go out there and shop like me, because I think it's valuable. So hopefully this has been helpful. Thank you for listening. I know this is a long and drawn out process, but we shop a lot. And if you're not shopping at farms and farm to markets and Mothers and Whole Foods, and you're shopping at Costco, grab some of these and try them. And let me know what you think. Thank you very much for listening. This is Dr. Wade Binley, trying to maintain and improve your health so you can have a healthy and happy life.